G'day, I'm Patto from Backyard Ultra Podcast, and welcome to Backyard Ultra Weekly, where we discuss the latest news in the Backyard Ultra world. So last weekend, COFF'S Backyard Ultra was run, and the last one standing was Oliver Sheekey, who at 20 years old became the youngest winner of a Backyard Ultra in Australia. Ollie came on to have a chat about it. Hi Ollie, how you going?
I'm good. How are you, Pato?
Yeah, really good, thanks. Congratulations on your last one standing performance at COFF'S Backyard Ultra.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so it definitely makes you the youngest last one standing in Australia of a Backyard Ultra. I'm 100% sure of that. That's awesome.
Yeah. I thought that was the case. I wasn't completely sure, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So on DUV, it's got that you ran at both Sydneys last year and you did 13 and 15 yards. So
Yeah,
what's changed between then and last weekend where you ran 37 and finished as the last one standing?
probably just having a bit more of an idea about the format. So my nutrition was a lot better. Obviously, I got a lot fitter as well, and I think just listening to your podcast and things like that, just sort of getting a lot more knowledge about the format helped a lot.
Yeah. Was there a light bulb moment like when you realized that you want to go absolutely crazy in a backyard ultra?
Yeah.
And like, do you remember when that was and what triggered that idea that you wanted to have a really good run at a backyard ultra?
I think like even when I signed up for the first one, I sort of wanted to go as far as I could. So I feel like it's sort of always been there, but I guess just on the weekend I was able to execute a bit better than I have done, which is good.
Yeah, that's unreal. So did you write out like a pretty detailed race plan and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so my dad's a pretty big backyard ultra nerd, so he came third on the weekend. So he pretty much sent me his race plan, and I just altered it a bit for the foods I wanted. But yeah, it was pretty detailed.
Yeah, cool. I was going to say I understand your father Michael ran as well. Was there
Yeah.
a bit of competition between the two of you?
Oh yeah, 100%. My pretty much my main goal of that race was to beat him. I was pretty happy with like no matter what the result was, as long as I did a few more than him.
Yeah. Have you been giving him much curry since you beat him?
Uh, I gave it not too much yet, but it'll come.
Yeah, cool. So you ran 37 yards, last one standing. Like, how would you describe the whole experience from beginning to end? Like, did you have any low points or any issues you had to get through?
The first night was pretty tough. Like the last 2 hours, like probably 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. were pretty tough, and then as soon as the day sort of came again, it was made it a lot easier again. So probably just those night loops and a bit of lack of sleep. Like I tried to have a few sleeps, but I don't think I actually got any. So
Yeah.
I reckon another few hours more, and it probably would have got quite a lot tougher.
Yeah, okay. So that was just like a mental thing. Physically, did you have any issues at all during the race?
My feet were starting to get pretty sore towards the end, and my quads, but I was still feeling all right.
Yeah. Well, in the videos I saw you looked like you could have kept going for all night. So is that how you felt as well? Did you feel like you could have run through a second night?
I felt like I could get pretty close. Like mentally, I probably didn't want to run through a second night, but I felt if I had to, I probably could have maybe just got there.
Yeah, cool. So what are your backyard ultra plans for the rest of the year?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about my next one. I think I will go back to COFF next year,
Yep.
but I think the next few months I'm sort of gonna focus a bit on the shorter distances just to get a bit faster.
Yeah,
So I'm
fair enough.
not completely sure in the future, but
Yeah. Because are you 19 or 20?
I'm 20.
Yeah. So like you're still keen to do things like like try and run a fast marathon and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, I haven't even run like an official half marathon or marathon yet. So yeah, looking to do one of those soon.
Yeah, cool. And have you thought about like any long-term backyard ultra goals, like 20 years, in 30 years? Like, have you thought about what you want to do in the backyard ultra world?
I think trying to like, I guess, be on the Australian team and set a world record would be pretty cool, but that'd probably be quite a while in the future because I'm not even close to it at the moment. But yeah, I reckon just trying to be the best would be the goal.
Yeah, that's unreal. Well, congratulations on the performance. Youngest backyard ultra winner in Australia, at 20 years old. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Looking forward to hopefully running with you in a backyard ultra sometime soon.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for coming on, Ollie. Congratulations again. And yeah,
Thank you.
looking forward to seeing what you do next.
Thank you.
And over in the UK, Suffolk Backyard Ultra was run, and the UK age group record for over 65s was broken by Kevin Munt, who ran 30 yards. Kevin came on as well to have a chat. G'day, Kevin. How you going?
Yeah, really good, Paddo. Really nice to see you.
Yeah, you too. And congratulations on your UK record. It was a 65 plus backyard ultra record. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, really, I am very happy about it. Yeah.
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 Great run. Is it correct that Suffolk last year was actually your first backyard ultra?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember watching you on the live stream last year when you did 25 yards, and and ever since then you've had a bit of a cult following, I think. That was a good one too. Yeah. What are your memories from Suffolk last year?
Well, I mean, as I said on the interview at the end last year, was I went into it with had 6 days of really bad gastric issues. I was pretty depleted, and so when I'd finished it, I felt like there's more to come, and I hadn't really got the best out of it out of myself that I could do. So I immediately entered again for this year because of that, give it another shot. I hadn't realised at the time, obviously you get more into this when you look into it, that what the record was, because at my age I tend to look at age group stuff to have some sort of challenge, because you can't be competitive at the front. So I looked it up on DUV, which most people I think in the ultra world know about these days. Yeah. And it was a chap in Ireland had 27. So I thought, oh well, there's a target. And if I'd have known about it before, I might have been able to get it last time anyway. But yeah.
And just so everyone knows, that you're 67 now, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm actually 68 next month. Yeah, 67. Yeah.
Okay, happy birthday for next month.
Yeah.
So you decided straight away after last year that you wanted to run at Suffolk again this year, yeah?
Yeah, I think that was more because I'd wanted to know how far I could go, what my limit was, and I thought I hadn't found it. So, that was why I had to go at it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what was harder, the 25 yards that you did last year or the 30 that you did just this year?
Good question. The 30 this year, I think. Yeah. I would have said, when it's a strange one because the new Suffolk course is actually easier. And so it was more conducive to going long. But when I got to 25 this time round, I probably felt a little bit worse than I did when I finished 25 last time. Yeah. Yeah, it's a strange one, but they're always different. You can't really compare them, can you, year on year? It's just
Yeah.
how you are, what physical condition you turn up in,
Yeah.
weather conditions, all sorts. So.
Yeah. You're right. There's so many variables. So when you'd mentioned that the previous record was 27, so but you pushed on to 30. Was 30 always the goal, or did you just feel like you had more in you, so you wanted to see how far you could go?
Pado, the target was 61.
Okay.
That's the world record.
Right.
Some Russian guy apparently has run 61. So, I mean, so in my head, that's where we started out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in reality, when it comes down to it, but I mean, why not? They always say you just go as long as you can, don't you? So yeah. I mean, yeah, there was always the target was the 60, the 30, the 20. What it would have been 28 was the record. But
yeah,
I was able to put 2 more on it.
Yeah,
just thought, go till I can't go.
Excellent. So yeah, I mean, I've looked at DUV on your profile, and you do a lot of different types of races. Like you've done a lot of long races too. But the thing that I think that sets the Backyard Ultra apart is running with other people. And Dom, he actually messaged me after the race and told me how you and him ran together, and you really helped him get to that 24 yards. So is that one of the things you like about Backyard Ultras? Is that social side of things?
Well, if I take it back a bit, I mean, to be honest, I did Suffolk last year because I was trying all the ultra formats.
Right.
And at my age, I'm, running out of time to do these things. So, I've tried all sorts of ultras, mainly, like you say, really long distance stuff. And I'm running a track 24-hour in September, which I did last year as well. So just mixing it up, really. But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing out of that is, you're right, is the social aspect. And, there were a number of people I ran around with that really made it go by. Because, I knew going out that the first 24 hours was just passing the time, to be honest. Because, mentally I knew I could get 24 hours in. It was after that it was going to count. So yeah, people like Dom, another guy called Paul Telford, that really helped me get there. Yeah.
And what ended the race for you? Did you time out on 31, or what happened?
Yeah, well, I crossed the mat on 31. It took about 2 steps and turned around and came back, just so that I didn't get the old retired in the chair job. Or refused to start. So I knew after on the 30th that was it. I was just going to spend the next hour wandering around there and then coming back in. So I thought that'll do. A couple more on it, or do, and leave it there. So
excellent. Can you tell me a little bit about your crew, who I understand was Lizzie Gatherer, who you crewed for her at Rasselbach when she was assist, and she crewed for you at Suffolk.
Well, Lizzie and I are club members at the same running club, Heart Road Runners, in Hampshire, and Lizzie's just, her Instagram tag is something like Ultra Mad Lizzie, and she is ultra mad. She just loves it, and she's really got into the backyard running. I crewed for her first in, I think it was about 22, on her first backyard, and then she's picked them up again, and well into it now. And she's second best female in the UK, and couldn't have any better in the corner for crewing for you. So yeah, we've come a bit of a team with this backyard stuff.
Yeah, great. Now I understand that she'll be running at Highlander, I think it's called, in the Four Nations race. Will you be there crewing for her?
No, she asked me to, but I'm at a wedding in Ireland, so I can't make it.
Oh, fair enough.
There'll be people around to look after her. but she's really up for it, very keen for that event. So yeah,
excellent.
Yeah.
And will you be at Suffolk again next year?
I don't know yet. I haven't made my mind up. I want to. I'll probably do another one, but I might try a different event. You know, there are a lot of them around these days. So yeah, maybe it might be one of the Russell Bot ones or something. So yeah, I'll give it another go. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So there's you don't have anything locked in over the next till the end of the year or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. Well, I said I'm doing the track 24-hour, which is the self-transcendent one, which is in Battersea in London. And then I'm doing the spine race. I don't know if you know about the spine in Australia, but it's probably our biggest, scariest, if you like, ultra, which is up the spine of England, finishes in the borders of Scotland, 268 miles in the middle of winter. So
I saw some footage of the race, the most recent race, and it looked absolutely brutal. Yeah,
it is. I think it is. Yes. Well, I think they class it as the most brutal, but yeah, the trouble is with this stuff is you don't know. Once the challenge is you've done one, you want to move on to the next thing, and yeah, I think this might be the ultimate one for me anyway. But we'll see how it goes.
Have you looked at the 65 plus record for the 24-hour track race you're doing?
Oh yeah, it's I can't remember how many it is. I mean, I think I did 107 miles last year, and I think the record's out in the 130s or something.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I haven't got a track running background or history, and there's a lot of guys still doing it that, you know, have come out more out of proper athletics, if you like, off the track or marathon running. I'm no good at marathon either. No, I can get around one, but no, not at a pace. So yeah.
Yeah, excellent. And what type of mileage are you doing every week, just in a standard running week? How far are you going?
Well, 30, 35 miles, nothing.
Yep.
At my age, what I've found is that I've incorporated, because I used to race bikes when I was young, push bikes. Yeah. And so I do quite a bit of cycling now. So I do all my what would be my long runs as a long ride on a sort of 3-to-1. So, you know, I don't know, something like a 90-mile ride would be a 30-mile run in my head, to get the long distance in without causing so much strain on the body. Yeah. So it's a lot more cross training, and then just keeping in some threshold work and stuff on the running, just to keep some aerobic capacity and keep the old VO2 max up if you can, because it goes off pretty quickly the older you get.
Yeah. And how long have you actually been a runner for? Like, is it something you've been doing all your life, or?
No, 2005 I started. I was 47.
Yep.
So I've been at it. Well, yeah, that's 20 years now. So I'm grateful to be able to, you know, as a runner, to keep running at those distances after 20 years of running. But yeah, I used to dip in and out of all sorts of sport and never do anything serious until I joined a running club. Yeah. And then got my head down and stuck with it.
Yeah, I love it, because I mean, when people who are 47 who aren't runners probably think that they're too old to start something like that. But I mean, you're a perfect example of someone who started at 47 and now they're like the best of their age group. Like, and you're running 30 yards in backyard ultras, which is a hard thing to do for anyone.
Yeah. When I finished, I think there were a dozen of us left, and the nearest guy to me was 47. I was 20 years older than the next person. So yeah, I mean, there's always, I always used to say, because I always used to think I was the old guy in the races anyway, but there was always an old git that would beat me. And now I'm that old git, I think. So, well, in backyard terms anyway.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on such a great run. I'm looking forward to following you in your next backyard ultra. But yeah, congratulations. You're a really fun runner to follow.
Right. Thank you very much, Paddo. And thanks. Yeah, it's great to meet you on here because I listened to your podcast, I don't know, a couple of years ago, not long after you started out, because there was nobody else doing anything on backyard and just getting into it. And you've had some great people on, and it's a really good show.
So this weekend, there are 13 backyard ultras being run all across the world, with 2 races in Spain, 2 in Sweden, and other races in Czechia, the UK, Zimbabwe, Brazil, Argentina, the USA, Nepal, Germany, and Hungary. So Nepal's not a country that we hear much about backyard ultras, so I thought I want to learn more about this backyard ultra Nepal. So I reached out to the race director and yeah, we had a chat. Hi Rajiv, how you going?
I'm all right, David. Thank you. Thank you for the invite.
No worries. Thanks for coming on. So this weekend is, I understand, the second year of Backyard Ultra Nepal. Is that correct?
Yeah. So this is the second, I would say 2.0. We had the first ever Backyard Ultra back in January 25th of this year. So this would be the Backyard Ultra Nepal 2.0.
Oh, great. So prior to this year, prior to 25, there was no Backyard Ultras in Nepal. Is that right?
No.
Oh, great. Okay. So how many yards did the last one standing do at number 1?
So last event, or I would say the first event of Backyard Ultra, we had ultra runner. His name is Arjun Kulungrai, and he was able to finish 21 loops.
Very good.
So 21 loops, if we calculate, I guess it comes around 104 kilometers, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many?
Sorry, 140, not 104, 140.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And how many runners did you have at the first one? Like, did many people know about the format over there in Nepal?
So first one was a challenge because obviously Backyard Ultra is pretty new throughout the world, and I was trying to get Nepal on the same boat as the rest of the world. So for me to make people understand, okay, you don't have to go like 55 kilometers of like a loop course. It's just 6.705, and you have to finish that within an hour, every top of the hour. So it was kind of hard at the beginning for people to understand, but then with the help of our founder Lazarus Lake, I was able to get an interview from him, which kind of gave more information to the people. So they're like, okay, so this is actually something that is going around the world, and it is a big deal. So people kind of started to call and find out what the Backyard Ultra is all about. So we for the first race we had about 35, close to 35 runners who signed up for the Backyard Ultra. So not bad.
That's really good. And is the plan to have a team at the Satellite World Championships next year, a Nepalese team of 15 runners representing Nepal?
Yes. So that is the plan, and that has been one of the major campaign throughout this upcoming event. I've been telling all the runners, and posting on the Facebook that if you do 24 loops, you automatically get selected for Team Nepal World Championship. And I'm just gonna add one more thing to it. So I was obviously the course record is 21 loops. So I was kind of pushing guys, sending out emails, reaching out to the runners, saying, hey, for you to be selected, you have to do 24 loops for you to be automatically selected, right? If not, if we don't have anyone doing 24 loops, then we're just gonna go and give chance to the people who have actually done it, but it's not 24 loops. So while doing that, I came to find out that on the May 17th, one of the other Nepali ultra runner who ran Backyard Ultra in UK, and he actually did 31 loops.
Right.
Yeah, so and when I was looking at the rooster and I saw his name, I was like, oh, whoa, who is this guy? So I was kind of surprised and then happy at the same time that we actually have like a runner with the Nepali origin and has now the record of 31 loops, I would say, for the country of Nepal. So in my head, I was thinking it was just 21 loops, but then I get to know that, and his name is Haim Rana from UK. He's actually a British Army in UK.
Right, yeah, that's great. So he ran a Backyard Ultra and he put Nepal as the country he's representing, and now I guess he's the Nepalese record holder at the moment as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you guys, we have 31 loops. Let's go break that record. I'm trying to hype up runners in Nepal.
And what's the course like at the Backyard Ultra Nepal?
So we like the places that I grew up in and that I know, clearly it's more of a hilly region.
Yeah.
So we always have that elevation. Most of I don't know how is it in the rest of the world, how much is the elevation, but the first one we had about 200 meters elevation gain.
Right, yeah.
And then
per loop.
Yeah. Per loop, per loop to 200-meter gain. And then for this one, we have even more. We have 234-meter elevation per loop. Yeah. So guys who are doing more loops, I mean, they're gonna go, they're gonna accumulate, all of this elevation gain.
Yeah. And well, I'm not surprised because Nepal is it's a mountainous place. So I was thinking it would probably be a hilly course.
Yeah. So anyway, we do have like a variety of terrains where we can, most likely go and do it. But, given that it's a fairly new, and then, me trying to get this new type of ultra concept to Nepal and then try to go find a new venue where I don't have that much of a knowledge, even though it'll be suitable for the Backyard Ultra where there is not a whole lot of elevation. We do have those kind of areas as well, which we may look into in the future. Yeah. But for now, it's mostly going to be in the hilly region.
Yeah. Maybe when you have your the Sat Champs Nepalese team, maybe then you'll choose a flat course to get a higher number.
Right. And also, another thing that got added on top of the Backyard Ultra now is, International Trail Running Association. They have also started giving out ITRA points for the Backyard Ultra. So, for them, the elevation gain, decides like how much point a race can get. So for us, we're able to get like from 0.1 throughout 0.6 because of the hilly region that we have in the elevation gain.
Right.
So it's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And so how many runners have you got signed up for this weekend's race?
So far the count is 32.
Right. Yep. Very good. And what's the weather like there at this time of year?
So right now, the city of Nepal is Pokhara. That's where the event is about to happen. And Pokhara is one of the rainy region of Nepal. It's very close to the mountains. It has a lot of, it has dense jungles. So it's one of the most rainy place in Nepal. So, it's been raining every single day for the past week over there. So we're kind of prepared for it, and we're going to have, tents or whatnot set up and do the best we can to offer runners to continue their race, but it's been raining. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that even if it rains on the day of the event, not the storm and not in things like that, just sprinkle and go away, hopefully.
Yeah. And is the winner from the number one, are they going to be there at number two?
So I've reached out to him, but I was not able to get any reply back.
Yeah.
But the guy who was right behind him, who did the 20 loops,
Yeah.
his name is Ramesh Limbu. So I reached out to him, and he said that he's gonna come and join the race.
Oh,
So
great.
I'm he was pretty good on the first event. So I have big hopes from him.
Yeah, excellent. So does it start on Saturday, and what time does it start?
It starts at 8 a.m. local time.
Okay, excellent. Now, for people who want to follow the race at home, how is it going to be on social media, or how can people follow along?
Yeah, so it's going to be on social media, and then our race director and his team, they're going to do a Facebook Live as well whenever possible.
Okay.
So most likely at the start, and whenever they get the chance, everything will be broadcasted live.
Excellent. And so people just need to search for Backyard Ultra Nepal and on Facebook.
Yeah.
They'll find it. Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll definitely be following along.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Well, look, thanks heaps for coming along. All the best for the race on the weekend. It sounds like it's going to be really like a really good race, and yeah, all the best with growing the sport in Nepal as well.
Yeah, thank you, David. Really appreciate it. You reaching out and trying to get more information about the Backyard Ultra event in Nepal. So like I said, this is the second event that is happening. So it's still kind of very new to Nepal. So exposure like this, where the Backyard Ultra event in Nepal is being talked about, I guess will give it more push for the future races. So I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem at all. Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely, thank you.
Well, thanks for watching. Have a great weekend and enjoy your running.